These are the reasons why I'm not buying the UCS Death Star after being super hyped for it after it leaked. I even started a savings club idea over on TikTok, and now I have no intentions of buying this model. So what changed for me from rallying others to be able to get there in a financially responsible way to now, I suppose, actively trying to turn people away from the UCS Death Star? A quick side note, if you are buying it, this is not against you. I'm glad you found something that you love and you want to pay money for. But for me, these are the reasons why I can't justify the purchase. First up is the value. Now, there is no way around this. When every mention of this set is led by a price tag, it becomes ingrained with the idea of what it is: the most expensive Lego set ever. As Lego does get more and more expensive, it should be no shock that we were going to reach a higher and higher threshold. But what I don't see with this set is where that money has gone. We do work off an unreliable price per piece argument, and this does stand up to the near acceptable 10 cents per piece at 11 cents per piece. However, I don't feel the true representation of $999 is shown with the finished set. Also, if we start to hit a higher and higher part count, this price per piece should be dropping if you're purchasing more of an item. This is a standard business practice, and it seems something that Lego hasn't adopted. I am part of the demographic that Lego wants to hit. My age, my interest in the original trilogy, and by no means a brag, but someone who has the disposable income to afford this. But I'm also a discerning buyer who won't throw away money at the next thing just because it is there, and that is where Lego have failed to capture me with this set. The price is high, but if the next few topics we talk about are up to a level that I thought matched the value, I would absolutely be buying it. Up next is the engineering. I think Lego is at its absolute best when it comes to the way they can incorporate known structures or vehicles into the Lego system. I love looking at how Lego uses existing pieces in their build and have you look at the fine details to see how they make it all work. This also extends to how they make things work behind the facade of a build. The clever engineering or movement of play features that create new shapes or movable elements. From what I've seen from the Death Star, these ideas just aren't present. The turbo lift is a slow and laborious turn of a knob that turns centimeters per second. The doors then need to be opened by hand when you get to the level you want. Are you telling me that this is the best that Lego can do? I always think about the set, planet Earth and moon in orbit, and the precision that they added to make it match the day, month and year, so everything works exactly how it's meant to. Where is that level of engineering in this set? Why not an extensive lift system to make the lift doors open at a chosen level? At least they did get the prison level leading into the trash compactor right. I am no Lego master. I do not have the best ideas, but I think the team at Lego could have done so much more with making this build something special. Then there's the stickers. This set is one you are going to want to have for a long time. It is an investment and a display piece you will want to be looking back on in 10, 15, 20 years and remembering the amazing time you had with it. The bricks can stand up to this, one of the things I personally love about the Lego system as a whole. Just make sure there's no sunlight and it seems like they will outlast an apocalypse. But what is proven time and time again is that stickers do not last. No fault of Lego, but adhesive dries out, it shrinks and it loses its form, leading to stickers peeling. It is inevitable and something that Lego could have made a real point of changing with this set and ensuring it will stand the test of time. Coming with a sticker sheet with 50 elements on it, that is 50 parts of this build you cannot rely on in the long term. At this price point, they should have offered printed pieces, something that 4+ sets even do. Many third-party and custom Lego websites offer these style prints and they are cheap and affordable. Why can't Lego, with their size and production facilities, match this? And then there's the minifigures. Often used as a selling point of these big sets, a minifigure lineup gives Lego a chance to really show the community the best that they can do. But so often, and especially in the Lego Star Wars theme, they hold back many different aspects of design and the true potential of what they can achieve. You only need to look at the CMF lineup to see new, interesting and unique molds and designs pushing the boundaries of what they can do. The Death Star's minifigure lineup contains mostly filler of rehashed and uninspired characters, many of which are available from years gone past. Yes, we need a farm boy Luke in there, But why not give us elements we haven't seen before? Dual molded legs, 270-degree printing, unique accessories. It all screams of don't worry, they'll still buy it. The new characters we get are welcome additions, but they fall short on only the best is good enough. For example, the Imperial Dignitary looks amazing until you get to the uninspired bottom half. Are you telling me that there wasn't a design turned in by the minifigure team that didn't have the print details across the entire minifigure? So often, I feel the creativity of this team is held back by cost-cutting measures. This team can and has been allowed to do better, but it just diminishes the lineup and devalues a part of the package people are often really excited for. The list goes on and on when it comes to this. C-3PO doesn't have his dual molded leg. The Imperial officers don't have dual molded legs. A piece that costs 42 pence new on Bricklink. UCS sets with officers offered this piece previously. Yularen and the Venator, the unnamed Imperial officer in the Star Destroyer. All of this detracts from the value and not something a consumer should be thinking about when it comes to the most expensive Lego set ever. It is proven in the right situations, people will spend ridiculous amounts of money on things they deem worthy. For me, Lego hasn't been able to match the price with the value of this set and genuinely worries me if they're patting themselves on the back after completing this. When looking at this set, I think you should think of Lego's motto, only the best is good enough. Is that what they're offering? For me, they haven't met their own standards, and that is why I will not be buying the UCS Death Star. If you've enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing, and may the Force be with you.